Greetings, all geeks and nerds out there. It is backwards compatible dad here, and it has been a while since I have done a video, any streaming or anything really. So, but today I want to do something a little bit different, and I need to do more of these types of videos, and it's a talk and opinion video for me, but the subject I want to discuss today is a very hype subject right now at this point in time, obviously, and we want to discuss Starfield. Yes, Starfield. This comes out of my favorite video game company. All my favorite games are from Bethesda and come out of ZeniMax. They do, and that might be a little hypocritical because I have not streamed any games from Bethesda yet, and that's because the only game I have on my PlayStation 4 is Fallout 76 from that, and I really haven't got to the point in that game where I want to stream anything, but I will eventually. But Starfield, yes, this probably is the most hyped game I can remember in maybe all of video game history. The only other type of hype you would have had back in the day or even later on would be for sequels to a game that came out earlier. This is quite different because you have a new complete franchise and genre coming out of Bethesda, and yeah, it's brand new. No one knows anything about the story, no one knows anything about characters, full total setting or anything, but yet it has this much hype, and the hype is solely based on pretty much Bethesda's reputation and Todd Howard's reputation as a director. So I am hyped for this, obviously, and I think a lot of people are, just because of that. And I think we are in for something pretty huge, and that's just my opinion. And of course, I think one of the reasons that was, brought to light to us was because of the Microsoft acquisition that started about half a year ago, or a little over that now, I guess, and it's complete now. But I think Microsoft's decision to purchase Bethesda ZeniMax for $7.5 billion, I believe it was, I think Starfield is one of the key reasons that they did this. Now, obviously, they knew what they were getting when they got the Bethesda package. They're getting Fallout, they're getting Elder Scrolls, they're getting Wolfenstein, they're getting id Software and Doom and everything. They know what they were getting, and they can reap the rewards from that as is. But I think top people at Microsoft have seen something about Starfield that really, just totally made it the decision making easy in this for them. And I think what we've seen with the leaks that are going back on, I have a little slideshow of the leaks behind me, and I apologize for this kind of cheap setup here. My channel is still in its primitive stages, and you get what you get. I'll get better technology eventually, though. And but anyway, I think we're just seeing just a skim of what's to come out of this game with these leaks. They're just, I think the game looks great from what I can tell, but we're just getting barely a skim of what this game has to offer. And I apologize for any weird sputtering sounds that my new microphone may be picking up in the background or just on its surface. Maybe someone's revving up an electric razor next door, or who knows. Anyway, forgive that slipshod technology right now. But yes, I think we're only seeing just a skim of the surface of this game so far with the leaks. And everything looks great to me. It's just that, it leaves us wondering, what's the story going to be about? What is, where will you be able to go? All these things, leave us questions dangling, in our minds. But in my personal opinion, I don't think this game will necessarily break ground with any types of maybe new game mechanics necessarily. I think they've waited for technology within this next generation or current generation of consoles, which no one can seem to be able to get. But I think they've waited for that, and I think it will be more, maybe larger. But I think the real thing, if it's going to help anything with Bethesda these days, is good story. And Obviously, we've seen, things like with Fallout 76, yeah, it got improved, but starting off, story was a problem, a big problem. And that's where, a lot of video games fall these days, And if they've got a good story, if they've got an original story, and they can do something with it, then it will be worth it. I don't even care about new gameplay mechanics and that kind of thing. I mean, when we were introduced to settlement building in Fallout 4, it's like, a totally new aspect to a game, and, yeah, it gives a lot more freedom. And from what it looks like from the leaks, we can do that in this game. Now, maybe there's some type of new mechanic we haven't even thought of and that they have, and that's great. But that really doesn't, isn't going to be the meat for me of this game. I'm going to look at story and how you play through the story, as who, as what, and, to see where it goes from there. But this game is really hyped, and I think if Bethesda gets the story right this time, and hopefully they have, this game will really take off and have a huge future with sequels and who knows what type of downloadable extra, content and that kind of thing. So we'll just have to see and wait. Now, release dates, we've heard all kinds of things. We heard this year, we heard November of this year. Now things are seeming to look like November of 2022, and that's probably more realistic based on what we can tell from games in the past couple of years that have been introduced, like Halo Infinite, and we're still waiting, and hopefully it will come out this fall. I think it's slated now, hopefully. But that gives you an idea. We have E3 coming up, and everybody assumes that this is going to be, finally, we're going to get to see something of Starfield at E3 2021, and I am so hyped for this. I think there will be some type of trailer to show some type of gameplay, but who knows how long it'll be. It obviously, I think, will be thrown into the category of a teaser trailer, but I think everybody is hyped for this and wanting to see it. And I would think that Bethesda knows that this E3 is definitely time to do this, even if it's a year and a half away. I mean, when I saw the first full trailer for Halo Infinite, I was told, 2020 at the time, and that didn't happen. But yes, who knows when the game will definitely come out, and again, I'm guessing at this rate, probably, most likely, 2022, and I think to guess anything earlier than that is probably a little bit more unrealistic by now. And I'm not sure if one of the factors in it have something to do with the new consoles being so hard to get right now. Of course, the only console we have to worry about right now, or to definitely not PlayStation, because we just heard news recently that this would be definitely Xbox exclusive and PC, which is no surprise after that Microsoft, I'll get it out in a minute, acquisition, because they want this new franchise to be theirs solely. But yeah, if they're waiting for consoles to get more readily available, that may be a trick. I mean, everybody knows how hard it is to get a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox Series X right now. I would be more inclined probably to get an Xbox Series S, maybe, but what I'm leaning towards as it gets further along for Starfield alone is just possibly going full PC with this, because the whole console availability thing has really got on my nerves. And so I'm looking possibly to maybe just going the full PC route, because I think I will want to stream this game when it comes out. And just gotta get the right PC. I've not streamed any PC games, but I have played on older PCs before, older games, much older. Original Call of Duty, original, Medal of Honor games, that kind of thing. But I need to get me a new computer and full PC and go, probably, I might just forget, unless I can finally get an Xbox Series X or S at a decent price and find one somewhere. I think I'm going to go PC with this one. But anyway, But yeah, this game has a lot of hype. I'm excited about it. I think everybody's excited about E3, and I appreciate, you know, other YouTubers out there like Skullsy who spearhead, you know, everything about this game and really, you know, give us all the details of what can be found out, you know, at least right now. But think of the answers we'll get if we do definitely indeed get something at E3. If we get a trailer, oh, don't worry, I'll be on here doing a full breakdown, at least in my mind, of what everything means, and I'm sure a lot of you guys out there will too. But anyway, sorry for any weird microphone sounds that were going on right there. New microphone, I'm not sure what's up with it. I did have my Bluetooth on there for a little while. That might have had something to do with that, who knows. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. If you like this video, hit like. This is Backwards Compatible Dad, and oh yes, if you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. This is Backwards Compatible Dad, and I will see you next time, and there will be more Star Wheels. I can't talk today. There will be more Starfield content definitely on this channel in the future, and I cannot wait. A big, really hyped game, and we are looking forward to this, and hopefully it won't let us down, but we'll see. We know how that can go. Anyway, this is Backwards Compatible Dad signing off. Hit like, hit subscribe, and thanks for joining me. I will see you guys next time. Take care.